Baldur's Gate 3 has a detailed and powerful character creation process. You have the ability to create a fantastical character down to the smallest detail. Baldur's Gate 3 provides you the option to choose your character's origin story, race, subrace, appearance, gender, class, subclass, skills, abilities, and even, sort of, your sexuality. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned veteran of RPG games, there are many options to choose from, and the task to make your perfect character may seem daunting. In this video, I provide 7 tips and tricks about the character creation process of Baldur's Gate 3. Things I wish I did differently for my first playthrough. Let's get into it. The first thing to understand about the character creation process is nearly every option changes your character's strengths and weaknesses, and affects how you play the game. Choosing your character's origin story, for example, provides different proficiencies like athletics and survival, arcana and history, sleight of hand and stealth. Picking your character's race provides bonuses to your abilities, extra spells that are race exclusive, and other proficiencies. Selecting your skills provides additional insight into how you will conquer challenges, and include actions like animal handling to speak and communicate with animals, intimidation to scare and frighten people, submitting them to your will, and perception to detect traps and hidden details around your environment. Whenever you don't understand what a skill or proficiency does, you can simply scroll your mouse over the word for a small explanation about what it means. For example, insight is a way to read people and situations. You can expect a character who is insightful to be a portable lie detector, seeing through lies and gleaning the true meaning behind people's actions. Charisma is a way to increase your charming personality. A character with high charisma can expect better trade with the locals, cheaper cost when buying, and a higher price when selling. It also improves spellcasting for bards, sorcerers, and warlocks. You can scroll over any skill, ability, or proficiency for a small, detailed explanation. There are so many different ways you may customize your character. Where does your character come from? Does he have noble blood running through his veins? Or is he a lowly soldier working his way through the ranks, attempting to make a name for himself? Do you want to play as a magician using wit and intelligence to conquer your foes? Or would you rather play a more direct and ferocious barbarian using your strength to smash anyone that stands in your way? Or maybe you are more of a pacifist and prefer to play as a bard, providing support, utility, and music to your party. Baldur's Gate 3 presents 6 different categories for your character creation process: origin, race, appearance, class, skills, and abilities. Although the creation begins with origin, I wouldn't start there. It makes the most sense to begin by choosing what class you want to play, and then molding your character around this piece of information. For example, if you want to play as a fighter, you already know that your character is going to be in the thick of the action, taking hits and fighting back foes with two-handed swords, battle axes, and hammers. Then, you can choose your race based on the understanding you are a powerful melee character. Selecting a race that provides bonuses to strength, constitution, swords, battle axes, and resilience is advantageous to your playstyle. The race perfect for this character might then be the dwarf, who provides bonuses to constitution, weapons, armor, and gives you a race-exclusive feature of dwarven resilience and toughness. After choosing your race, your origin story might be something synonymous with a fighter like a soldier. Then finalizing your skills and abilities should be fairly easy based on our kick-ass, strong, brutal fighter. Lastly, appearance is completely up to your discretion. Or maybe you want to play as the intelligent and cunning wizard capable of using the elements as a means of attack and defense. Choosing a race like the gnome, tiefling, or human can provide more intelligence, charisma, and wisdom. It is important to note that the human is a jack-of-all-trade race, providing a bump by 1 to every ability. It makes the race playable as almost any class you want to play. Just remember, first the class, and then the rest of your character comes easily. Ability points and abilities are a classic in any RPG. The recommended ability points are automatically distributed when you select a race. Although it's fine to keep the standard option, I would recommend distributing your ability points to suit your combat style. It's unrealistic to be good at everything, so distribute your ability points based on how your character should play in combat. Are you a frontline fighter? Emphasize strength and constitution. Are you playing as a cunning, powerful mage who uses elements and his wits to beat his opponents? Maximize your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma abilities. Or are you playing as a stealthy rogue, punishing your enemies via subtle trickery? Maybe then it would be most important to maximize dexterity. However, note that there is a limitation when distributing your ability points, as you cannot eliminate all your intelligence and wisdom and pour those points into strength and constitution. Still, being wise about abilities you emphasize is key to beginning the game with a strong character. These abilities also affect proficiencies and skills. For example, strength gives you a more fit and athletic character. Dexterity provides a boost to acrobatics, stealing, and remaining hidden in combat. Constitution has no additional benefit to proficiencies. Intelligence boosts the most to skills in arcana, history, investigation, nature, and religion. Wisdom gives a character a better chance of communicating and placating a wild animal, insight into truth and lies, medicine to better heal and diagnose, perception to spot traps and hidden objects, and survival. Lastly, charisma is the way you present yourself to others, providing deception, intimidation, performance, and persuasion. Once you choose a class, you cannot change it, so select wisely. However, the additional options like subclass and spells are less permanent. As you progress in the game and level up, you are granted the option to select different spells and specialties. With each level, you regain the ability to adjust your character's needs and strengths. For example, the wizard has several different spells to choose from initially, and the basic recommended spells are a good starting point. If you don't like one of them, you can easily change to a different spell by accessing the spellbook or upon leveling up. Changing your appearance is not as extensive as other games, although you still have several different ways to customize your character. Skin color, tattoos, makeup, age, gender, and voice are many things you can change about your character. Aside from aesthetic appeal, appearance does not adjust or change your character's strengths and weaknesses. This is the only category within the character creation process that has no bearing on how you play the game. It is important to note that you can create a character with wacky skin colors by selecting the All Skin Colors option. Are you itching to play as a green human? Say no more, the option is available. Do you want to play as a bright pink woman? This is a perfect game to try it. Since your looks don't affect the game, be as wacky as you want. After finalizing your character's origin, race, class, appearance, skills, and abilities, you have one more choice to make before beginning your epic journey. The next screen gives you the option to consider your perfect partner. Occasionally throughout the story, this person appears in your dreams to seduce and tempt you along your journey. So really, the question is who you find most attractive. Choosing a lustful and dreamy character does not change the story, so feel free to be as crazy as you want. The character embodies the Mind Flayer's tadpole and thus wants to be as tantalizing as possible. Everything that was presented to create your own character and appearance is at your disposal. If, when customizing your character, you accidentally hit the Venture Forth option before you are ready to proceed, there is a simple fix. Baldur's Gate 3 makes it easy to move back and forth between your character and your sexy dream character. It's not until you select the final Venture Forth option after you have created the second dream character that your decisions are final. So take your time and make your decisions perfect for the character you want to play. Baldur's Gate 3 is set to come out within the week, and the character creation process may take you a long time. Making choices pre-launch can help speed up the process. The most crucial choice you have to make is which race you want to play. Are you feeling bold and aggressive? Try out the barbarian or fighter. Maybe you want to be competent in melee combat, but also provide advantages to your party. Try playing as a paladin. Or do you want your intelligence and wisdom to be your greatest asset? Try out a warlock, sorcerer, or wizard. The rogue needs no introduction as it is a consistent class that appeals to most people, who wouldn't want to be stealthy and crafty to gain the upper hand against their foes. Or are you feeling more whimsical and want to get in touch with your natural side? Look no further than the druid. Either way, hopefully these tips and tricks has provided you insight into how to create your perfect character. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel for more Baldur's Gate 3 content. Thanks for watching, Spookypops out.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Fitting. Seeing you fight makes me feel like I'm capable of anything.